What's up guys, Simply Coco here and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I will always respond to your comments. Alright, so this is part 2 of the little short, like literally so short mini series that I was doing that I started yesterday when I did the abandoned subway station. This is the actual lot. This is the lot above the subway station. So underneath is the abandoned subway station that I made into a runaway teen's home, and above it is going to above it is going to be a park. So that's what I'm building now. I apologize that the beginning of the video is going to be kind of sped up and sporadic because it took me a while to really figure out what I was doing with the what is this called, the like garden spots or whatever you call them, the spots that's gonna have flowers and vegetation in them. I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do, so I sped it up fast. I was gonna put a pond, but then I realized you can't do that when there's a basement underneath. So I end up putting like this fountain object. I don't know what pack it came with, but I'm actually looking for it right now, and I stick it in the corner. Hopefully, if I can catch it, I can see what pack it came from. I think Seasons. Okay, no, I see it. It came with Get Famous. So this little garden oasis thing came with Get Famous. So I just stick that there since I couldn't put an actual like creek. I was gonna put a creek with a whole bridge over it. So then once I realized I couldn't do that, I had to change my whole idea for this park on the spot. So that's what happened. So I put this statue in. This is supposed to be or mimicking a New York City park, a smaller one. And I think it looks pretty accurate from what I know of New York since I have been. And from some reference photos that I was looking at, it looks pretty New York-y. You know, I don't think it looks like a park you would just find anywhere. I think New York fits it. So now you can see it kind of jumped. I was using, like I said, I had trouble figuring out what I was going to do with the pathways and the plants and stuff. So right now, so I ended up using half walls to kind of map out where I wanted the separation to be, the hedges or whatever you want to call it. And then I just deleted the half walls once I got, the hedges placed where I wanted them. And then I just fill it in with dirt, obviously. Now I think I'm going to, just finishing off some more. Like I said, that's why I sped it up faster at the beginning, because it was a lot of nothing. It was a lot of the same thing. Now I'm going in and putting in all the benches. At one time, there wasn't really a method to where I put them. I just put them where I thought made sense and what would be the most realistic. I'm going to be talking about a whole lot of nothing in this video. It's really short, but there's not a whole, I mean, maybe 5 minutes of it is just going to be, not really 5 minutes. A lot of it's just going to be me putting plants around, and you still don't even see me do all of the landscaping because I don't do some of it on camera because it's so much and I got so tired of doing it. But for a park to be functional, you do have to have play equipment. So I decided to place the monkey bars. Then I'm just plopping some smaller trees around, except for the European ones. I looked around the lot and this was the only other tree that was like in the same area. So I plopped those down. But yeah, like I was saying, you have to have play equipment for a park to be functional. You have to have benches, chess tables, and some patio tables, just like regular tables that are in the outside section in the catalog. So all that ends up in here. I was about to say something, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah. So if you want this to function as a park, just period by itself, you would have to come into the lot in build mode first, like without a family, and change the lot type and then go to your family and have them come to the park. It's just if you do that, then the basement would be accessible, and I don't think that'd be very realistic. But you could also just have it be a residential lot and have your Sims come and visit the Sim that lives in the subway, and then just use the park instead of going in the actual house, or going down into the actual subway station. So either way, you can make it a park if you want and just use it as a park, and maybe delete the door to the subway station, or, you know, whatever. But yeah, or you could, like, once I put it on the gallery, you could download it and get rid of the subway station altogether, and just place the park itself somewhere. But yeah, whatever you want to do. Yeah, sorry, I'm saying a lot. It's just, there's 4 more minutes left, and literally all that's gonna be is me doing landscaping. I would say, so if I have 4 minutes left, then probably 3 of those minutes is just the landscaping. I looked around a lot to see what was around, and they did have these white flowers, they did have lavender, and they did have the bushes that have the smaller white flowers in them. But these white flowers that I'm putting down around the lot, they were actually red, but these don't come in red in the actual catalog, and I just didn't feel like going into the debug menu, y'all. I'm sorry. I've said this a few times in my earlier videos that I kind of detest. Sorry. Had to say that in a Devin Bumpkin accent because he always says detest. But I absolutely do not like the debug menu. I use it a lot, but I just hate how it's organized. I wish, if I can take it being, you know, sporadic and things not really having a place, because you can filter them by, you know, game packs. Like if you know a certain debug item came with Get Together, you can filter it by pack and just filter it by Get Together, and you can find it easier. But if it's not gonna be, you know, if it's not gonna be set up to where you can easily find things, then I at least wish things had a name. You know, like a lot of things in the debug menu, it just says debug. Like the item doesn't have a name, but I wish you could at least search for what you were looking for. Because like when I was doing the subway station and I was doing her kitchen, the Runaway Teen's kitchen that I imagine being down there, I put a post-it board, and I was looking for postcards in the debug menu for like forever. And if I could just search the word postcard and then they'd be there, that would be like so much better. Because sometimes you don't know what pack stuff came in, so you can't filter it. So what I ended up doing, which I guess I kind of contradicted myself, because what I did end up doing was I went to the bulletin board and I looked to see what pack that came in. It was base game. So then I filtered the debug menu by base game, and it ended up that the postcards were in fact in base game. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just still doing landscaping, and I didn't like those other bushes that have the purple flowers on them. Those were around the lot as well, but the flowers on them were red. Again, they didn't have that in the actual build catalog, so I just went with the purple. It matched because the lavender was purple. I just didn't like how it was so purple, how all of it was purple. But I guess it kind of worked because it kept it, you know, within a color scheme. It was just white and purple and green, and boom, done, whatever. So now I decided to take out some of the chess tables and just put regular tables, and now I made it dark so I could put a few of these around. There is one of these actually on the outside of the lot. It's not on the lot itself, it's in the world, so that's why I went with these, because there was one around it. I always say to make a lot blend in with its surroundings, look to see what's actually around it in the world, because that, you know, makes the most sense. I sized down like a spotlight and put it in front of the, what is it called? The statue. And it really worked how I wanted it to. And then I just placed down this thing that for people to play music on. And now the screenshot should be rolling. Sorry, I talked so fast. It's a 10-minute long video. But anyway, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.